Hello everybody, is my audio working? Yes it is, fantastic. Welcome to a very rainy French Grand Prix in RSF1 Division 4, not 5 anymore. Um, Welcome. I hope you're all doing okay, I hope you all had a good week. Skull Kid hates wet weather, especially for qualifying. Well, you say that, Skull Kid, but I think you got a podium last time because of the rain, was it not? If I remember rightly, we've got the first car on track is Diverse Jamie in the Williams. He's on intermediate tyres. Let's see what everyone else... Everyone has gone for inters. Diverse Jamie, the only car on track. I wonder if maybe he's been told by his engineers that the rain is going to be getting worse as the session goes on. We've got both Alpines out on track as well. Although, yeah, Skull Kid and Quick Mick both out on track as a Ferrari. That'll probably be Mr. Adamore. It is. And then behind him, it's not Alves. It's his teammate Penrose. We've also got a Red Bull out on track too. But we're going to ride on board with Diverse Jamie for the outlet. We've got an Immortal fan in the chat. Hopefully he'll be bringing it home. Now, let's have a look at the standings. Whilst Diverse Jamie has an outlap, I'll remind you of them before the race. Mr. P4 and the top four are separated now by 40 points, whereas a few weeks ago it was only about 15. We'll just go on board with Diverse Jamie. A lot of the cars are out on track at the moment, so presumably this weather is going to be getting worse, but we shall see. The only real championship contenders are Immortal Old Manzy, Quick Mick and Mr. Neon. Stars, Gravedigger and Rogue are a little bit further out. Currently riding on board with a man who's P17 in the championship in Diverse Jamie with 15 points, which came from one race. He got a podium, failed to elaborate. As Diverse Jamie sets a 26.1, and he seems to be struggling a little bit out there in this wet weather. Jeffrey Lima has been disqualified. That's the first time I've seen his name. Sorry, Lama. Jeffrey Lama has been disqualified, and that's the first time I've seen his name, so presumably he's lost it on an hour. We have our first casualty of Q1 already, which means that there's only 3 people who can drop out, which sort of ups the stakes slightly. Let's see if Jamie can keep things nice and tidy at the tricky part of the track. Goes a little bit narrow there, not really able to carry much speed. I think there's the lines of Jeffrey Lama. Is that? No, that's not Jeffrey Lama's car. I was going to say, it's been there for quite a while. I think, yeah, it was truly trifle. No MT the Mighty today. I thought Mr. Neon wasn't here. We've got Mr. Neon, we've got Quick Mick, we've got Immortal, sorry, we've got Old Manzy, we've got the top 4. And Stars, I think the top 4 all have their teammates as well. Let's just check. Driver, Mick, and Skull Kid, which I think is the actual lineup. Jamie's just set a 144.4. We've got an invalidated TYG Rogue. Immortal has gone 1/10 faster than Diverse Jamie in Sector 1. We'll see how Immortal does entering. Oh, that looks a little bit untidy from Immortal. What you guys are saying in the chat. We've got a Stars Orphan fan as well. Quick Mick goes 3 seconds faster than Diverse Jamie. It's currently an Alpine 1-2, no longer Mr. Adam Moore splits the 2. Diverse Jamie is sitting quite poor timing in comparison to Quick Mick. Penrose puts it on P3. We're going to keep riding on for now. I much prefer Immortal's line than Jamie's one. Old Manzy goes P2, but he's still over a second behind Quick Mick. That is a quick lap from Quick Mick. We'll see what Immortal, Mr. Neon, and well, Immortal and Mr. Neon can respond to Quick Mick's quick time with. Mr. Neon's really come into his own. Immortal about to cross the line is a lot slower than championship rival. As Immortal goes P5. Gravedigger has just gone P2. He's the only other driver to get into the 141 so far. Gravedigger liking the wet weather. TYG Rogue has managed to go a full... I think he has just set the fastest lap in Sector 1. He's gone a lot faster than Jamie and his teammate did. We'll stay on board with Rogue because he did look a little bit untidy coming into this long section. We have yellow flags, that's just Immortal slowing down, I think. TYG Rogue carrying a lot more speed here, which means he can carry... Oh, lost the car a little bit, but not too much. He's gone a little bit wide there for my liking, but that could be okay. As Rogue is about to cross the line. He's got 8 seconds to get there if he wants to set a respectable time. It's not going to be too bad from Rogue. It's a 141.5. He's not too far behind Quick Mick. And he'll be doing his teammate a load of favours on getting closer to Quick Mick. Mr. Neon is on a lap now. Right on board with him, he does a 56.4. It doesn't go purple. So presumably is going to be behind Quick Mick. We shall see how Mr. Neon takes Sector 3. I like that line from Mr. Neon, that's a really good line. He keeps it nice and tidy and stable as well. See, that is the line I think we should have seen Rogue take. But maybe Mr. Neon's about to put up a much worse time than Rogue. And my line is silly. I haven't seen Mr. Kennedy out on track before. Oh, no, I have. I have seen Mr. Kennedy out on track. My mistake. Mr. Neon is about to cross the line. He does a 141.3, so he splits Rogue and Quick Mick, only 0.1 behind Quick Mick. He's not going to let him have it all his own way. Stars Orphan is about to start a lap, so we're going to ride on board with Stars for the whole lap. In the Red Bull. It looks quite nice in the wet weather, that Red Bull. We've just seen an Alpine, I think that was Skull Kid, has just set a 143.6. And I think that's Mr. Kennedy on a lap. It could be... no, it's not. It's Mr. Azamore starting a lap now. We've still got Mr. Kennedy, Stars and Dark Shadow. Oh, Dark Shadow's invalidated, as has Mr. Kennedy, so it's still going to be waiting them. At the moment, you've got to be probably worried for Penrose, Immortal, Jamie, Skull Kid, Dave and Alves. Oh, Stars manages to keep it under control. Maybe had a little bit of a heart in the mouth moment there. I think what people like Diverse, Jamie, Immortal and Skull Kid, Alves, Penrose need to do is reevaluate where they're taking the corners and try and get a little bit tighter to the corners, because what I noticed from Immortal and Jamie, and presumably it's the same if they're putting up those sort of lap times, to try and get a bit like what Stars just done there, nice and close to the inside, but trying as small as possible. See if Stars gets a good line here. Is that a much better line from Stars? Really invalidation though, but Stars keeps under control. Stars Orphan is about to cross the line. I don't really think there's any sign of this rain slowing down. It still looks just as heavy. Stars is about to cross the line, and he does a 141.7. That's a great time from Stars Orphan. We've also seen Old Manzi cut his time down to 141.5. So presumably the track is drying out, because we're seeing these times coming down quite a bit. Mr. Kennedy and Dark Shadow both yet to invalidate. I think Mr. Kennedy's going to be okay. Yet to see what Dark Shadow does, although it's going to be difficult to invalidate from there. Not many risky corners to go. Mr. Kennedy may be going a little bit too tight into that corner, but I like that line. Maybe a little bit slow getting through the gears there. Mr. Kennedy does a 142.6. It's enough for P11. It's enough to get him out of the red zone, but maybe not enough to make him comfortable. We'll ride on board with Dark Shadow, who has invalidated, so he's going to have to go again. Alves is on a lap, so we have just under 7 minutes left in Q1. We'll probably have to start taking a look at people like Pemrose, Immortal, Jamie and Skullkid, and maybe sort of ignoring the people at the front a little bit more. Oh, that's poor from Alves. He's going to have to go again. Diverse Jamie. Is this an out lap? No, Diverse Jamie is on an actual lap. Here we go. We will see if Diverse Jamie can improve, and he's already looking a lot more tidy and a lot faster. He was the first car to come out, so I don't know how much of an effect that's going to have. We'll be able to see. I thought that was going to be invalidation there. We'll be able to see how Jamie does compared to his first time. He's managed to already shave off half a second. He's looking at about the same sort of time that we saw from TYG Rogue here. And that's much better from Jamie. He doesn't lose control of the car this time. Keeps it nice and tidy there. How much of an improvement has he made here? He's made 1.1 second improvement, so he keeps things on the same sort of vein of an improvement. We could be looking at a potential 141.8 for Diverse Jamie, which will put him in the top 7. Not the best of lines there for the second to last corner, but it's not too bad from Jamie. He gets through the gears nice and quickly too. He's going to cross the line now. It's a 141.9, so Mr. Neon has retired, and I think that's quite safe. Also, I have to put a dry setup because the race will be drying out. Race will be drying out apparently from Skullkid. Quick Mick has retired. So Diverse Jamie gets him up into P7, he'll be much happier with that. Alves and Dark Shadow in the pits, they both need to set a time. Immortal is on a lap, we'll see what Immortal can do. He's about to enter Sector 2, so we'll see how much of an improvement. He's only got a 0.8 improvement, so not quite coming on as much as Diverse Jamie has. Immortal struggling in the rain here. Presumably he has a dry race set up. Oh, I thought he was going to invalidate there, Immortal. He made me a little bit worried. He is currently the driver at risk. We are going to get an improvement here, though, from Immortal. I'd say we're going to be looking at a 142.1, 142.2, I think, for Immortal. It's a 142.1. It's P9 for Immortal. That should be okay for now. Pemrose about to cross the line. I think this is an outlet though. We've got Skullkid too. We'll ride on board with him. See how he gets on. We turned a little bit early there, Skullkid, which compromised. Old Manzy's retired. I think Rogue's probably safe to retire too. Only 2 minutes to go. Skull Kid able to carry a little bit of speed there onto this straight section. It's a very small straight section. Not quite as tight as I think he needs to be there. It's not looking ideal for Skull Kid so far. He's got 8 seconds to get to the start-finish line. I think this might have to be another run for Skull Kid. He does a 142.6, so it's not too bad actually. He goes just in front of Carrot. Stars Orphans retired. And Immortal puts himself up into P3, so that's a good time for the man in P4 in the championship. He used to be the championship rival, contender, sorry. It's been a difficult day out there for the AlphaTauris. We've got Dark Shadow, who's also struggling in the Alfa Romeo. He's the only representative of Alfa Romeo tonight. There's no Kabuki. Alves has invalidated, and that will be that. So Alves is the second casualty. Is Dark Shadow going to make it round in time? Presumably Dark Shadow will make it around in time. It's now down to Penrose, Mr. Kennedy, Carrot, Skull Kid, and Truly Trifle. I wonder if that's a reference to... Oh, what's happening here? Penrose was invalidated somewhere, so Penrose... I think Penrose is out. Penrose is out. Yeah, Penrose is done. Alves is done. It's between Dark Shadow and Mr. Kennedy now. Well, and everyone actually, I suppose. And Alves is slowing right down. Why? That's... What's he doing? Surely that's going to invalidate. No, he's not. Okay, he's just going to go really slowly on this section here. I don't know what's happening. He's going to have time to do a lap. It is going to be between Dark Shadow... Well, Skull Kid... It is going to be between Dark Shadow and Skull Kid, because Skull Kid isn't going out again, so Truly Trifle's going to be okay. Penrose and Alves are both out. Oh, is Alves? No, Alves is okay. Alves can go again. It's between Alves and Dark Shadow. Alves did make it round in time. And Dark Shadow does a 125.7. That should be enough at the moment to get him probably out of qualifying. He just needs to make sure he doesn't invalidate, really. And there we have it. We have the checkered flag for Truly Trifle with Skull Kid. So Carrot is going to be safe, although Carrot is on the lap. Truly Trifle and Skull Kid are in big danger here. Penrose, of course, already out. And we've got a invalidated Alves, so that will save Truly Trifle. It's between Skull Kid and Dark Shadow now to see who will go out in Q1. Oh, it was nearly invalidation there from Dark Shadow, but he's still going. Yes, if you stay P15, you will go to Q2, Skull Kid, but it's only Dark Shadow who can take you out of it now. Truly Trifle is safe, as is Carrot. Carrot has abandoned the lap because they know they're safe. Mr. Kennedy is still going, but Dark Shadow is slowing down a little bit here. I'm not too sure what's going on from Dark Shadow, to be honest. I do think he might be okay to get himself... Oh, it's going to be tight. Oh, he just beat Skull Kid and breaks Skull Kid's heart by I think 0.68 of a second. Dark Shadow just gets himself into Q2. So there we have it. I think that is a reference to the old driver who used to be Fernando Alonso's teammate at Renault. I can't remember his first name. No, that was Fisichella I'm getting confused with. But anyway, I think it is a reference to Truly. Anyway, Jeffrey Lama wasn't able to set a time. He went the wrong way, apparently. We also lose Alves and Penrose, both in the AlphaTauri. Bad start for them. And we also lose Skull Kid in the Alpine. So Skull Kid will be P16, whereas Quick Mick is P1 at the moment. So Few improvements to be making. Dark Shadow, Trilly Trifle, Carrot, Mystic Energy, Daniel, Jamie, Gravedigger and Dave. Probably the drivers who are going to be at the biggest risk. I've just pressed a button. I don't know what I did. Probably going to be the drivers at the biggest risk of going out in Yarno. Yarno Trilly. That's it. It's Yarno. Yeah, that's the one. When was he racing? Because I could have sworn he was racing when I was like 6 or 7. But I do think I'm getting confused with Fisichella. Because, like, I don't know, I always get excited when I see people who have a gamer tag. What year are we talking? Well, I thought it was like 2003 or 2004, but that was definitely Fisichella, now that I think about it. (1997 to 2011). Okay, so he would have been racing then. Who was he racing for in 2003? He was Renault. Okay, so he was Fernando Alonso's teammate. Where was Fisichella in 2003 then? Carlo Fisichella. Let's check. Oh, he was at Jordan. Okay. Okay, so it was Trilly. Nice. Oh, we got drivers on track. Terribly sorry. Distracted by these obscure Italian race drivers. Yeah, he was. I just had a little Google. Oops, wrong word. So Mystic Energy is no longer, is it? Oh, it's not Trilly, it's Carrot. So Carrot is the first car out. And he's about to start the lap. Yeah, no, I was just looking at the water on the track. Oh, noisy chair. Team equipment, bring back Div 5. I liked Div 5. It will, yeah, and then didn't Fernando leave? No, he didn't leave in 2008. Because there was the whole thing with him and PK in Singapore. I'm trying to think who Ferrari's driver lineup was in 2008. Oh, Raikkonen. 2007. Raikkonen. I'm trying to think who for Massa? Yeah, it would have been Massa because he lost out on the title to Lewis. I'm an idiot. Well, essentially, there are a lot of drivers here from Division 5, if it makes you feel better, Skull Kid. So who is a Div 5 driver? I know Diverse Jamie has been a Div 5 driver because he was the person who actually got me into RSF1. Has Trilly Trifle just gone off? No, Trilly Trifle's on an out lap. Carrot is on an actual lap now, though. 142.5 for Carrot, but Carrot didn't have ERS turned on, so Carrot might be going again. Diverse Jamie sets a 141.7. That's much better for Jamie. We've got Mr. Kennedy, who's 142 dead. Stars is invalidated. Daniel P45 goes P3. I'm all over the place here, giving you all motion sickness. Sorry about this. Immortal is about to start a lap, so we're going to ride on board with Immortal. Yeah, so the people who were in Div 5 before was Jamie. I think Rogue has been in Div 5 as well. I raced with Rogue in another league that I made up. Old Manzi I've not seen before. Stars was in Div 5. Daniel P45. Carrot. Gravedigger was in Div 5. Immortal's looking very quick here. I like this from Immortal. We might be having a McLaren 1-2 at the moment. Stars move. Yeah, he did move up because he won it. That was the season that I was in it. But I just mean people who have raced in Div 5. There used to be a Div 3 driver called James. A little bit slow. Mr. Kennedy is back. Immortal's struggling a little bit with Sector 3. I don't think this is going to be the best time. I think we might be looking at a 142.5. Oh, so close! Do you know what? I'm doing really well with these time predictions today. Honestly. Right, anyway, we don't really want to watch Immortal do a cooldown lap. Let's have a look at... Oh, Mr. Neon's invalidated. Is he going to go again? Yes, he is, looking at that ERS. So we're going to ride on board with Mr. Neon and see how he gets on. Immortal was looking really quick, but then he just fell apart in Sector 3. Or at least it looked like that. Maybe I was just under the illusion that he was quick, because I'm so used to his usual high standards of quickness in qualifying. It's usually in the race that Immortal throws it all away. Epic Frenchie. Now, is Epic Frenchie actually French? I just looked back on the Twitch stream and I don't know how Mr. Neon validated. One of the McLarens is getting out of the way. TRG Rogue is currently the fastest car out there. The 141.2. I think Quick Mick has actually gone slower than he did in Q1. Diverse Jamie's gone a lot faster. Diverse Jamie's going for another outlap, and maybe a little bit early for Diverse Jamie. No, he is not French. No. That was c'est dommage. His last name is French, that's his name. There's a lot of people who have the last name French. I used to know someone who had their last name as French, and they also actually call themselves Frenchie. And I was like, oh, are you French? And he was like, nah, mate. And I was like, oh, okay. And it's a 140.7. Mr. Neon is the first man to break into the 140.7s, and it's a great time from him. I think Rogue is starting a lap now, so he's going to try and see if we can get a 0.5 improvement. As the time goes on, we shall start to focus on the drivers towards the back of the pack, but at the moment we'll focus on the people who are potentially at the front. Gravedigger becomes a second. Gravedigger is running really well, and it's kind of making me think maybe he's got a wet setup, and he's just trying to do... Oh no, Rogue's lost it. Oh, where... How... Rogue's lost it about 7 times. But tonight, playing on my new Xbox Series S on my mate's internet, which only had 2 days. You mean you only had the Xbox for 2 days? Yeah, Rogue is now invalidated, so this has been a complete disaster from Rogue. What's our... Oh, look at that helmet! Adam Moore's going to risk it and not go again. Where are you, Adam? Oh, Trulli's invalidated. I don't know any Italian words, or I'd say something in Italian. Adam is going to risk it and not go again. I think that's a bit of a risk, Adam. If it's going to be raining in the race, you may as well go for another lap on Inters. Sorry, if it's not going to be raining in the race, you may as well go for another lap on Inters because you're not really wasting a tyre set. That's where I see it. But P4, let me just have a look at who's left. You've got Old Manzi, who's quite low down. Old Manzi's capable of a good lap. But then 141.2 is a good time as well. Yeah, I think you'll be alright. Yeah, I think you'll be okay. That is my official... We've got a 0.5 improvement from Daniel P45, which we'll see him 141.7 if he can keep everything the way it is. I think we're looking at 141.4 for Daniel P45. The only thing I'd be worried about, Adam, is if this rain, which it looks like, starts to dry up even more. It's a shame we can't go into a little bit more depth with, like, graphics. I don't know, I mean, like, you know, like graphs sort of thing. Daniel P45 is looking like he's going to put up a really tidy lap here. Daniel P45 does a 140.9. Yeah, I think, Adam, you might need to go out again because this track is getting quite dry. It's not really like... Daniel's not really top 3 usually in qualifying. I'd go again. I don't think you really lose anything. Just go again on a scrubbed set of Inters, maybe. I think everyone should be going again, really. LCFC Dave is about to start a lap. So, as promised, we shall now focus on the drivers towards the back of the grid. But I think as this goes on, it's meant to be raining all over qualifying, including Q3. And we've got already an invalidation from Dave. Dave's got another chance, though. And Old Manzi is next. Hello, Matty1929. How are you doing on this fine Thursday evening? Well, I say fine, it's grey and miserable up here in Sheffield. A little bit like it is on the track. Little bit of an early turn-in from Old Manzi. I don't like this from Old Manzi. I think he's going to struggle. I think he might have to go again. How much of an improvement are we getting from Old Manzi? See, he's actually not improved at all. He's going to have to do a really good Q3 here. Mr. Neon has decided Immortal's retired early. That's a risk. That is a big risk. But then maybe looking at the times, he's thinking other people aren't going to work. It certainly doesn't look like Old Manzi's going to get much of an improvement. Old Manzi's slowed right down. Oh yeah, Old Manzi knows he's not improving, so he's going again. That's probably a good call. LCFC Dave on his invalidation tour. He's going to go again. Trulli Trifle with his Italian helmet. And Carrot also on an outlap. Dark Shadow on an outlap too. We saw that Dark Shadow was somewhat struggling. Mr. Kennedy's on an actual lap though, so we're going to look with Mr. Kennedy. Gravedigger's retired. I think the top 3 are going to be okay. I think Rogue's going to be okay too, and I think Adam and Immortal probably going to be okay. But then when you've got Quick Mick down in P7 and Stars Orphan in P8 and Old Manzi in P12, you know, nice sunshine in the Scottish Highlands. I was going to say, I should hope it's getting dark now. Mr. Kennedy is about to cross the line. He's done a 141.1. It's a decent time for Mr. Kennedy. I don't know if that's going to be enough, though, because I think a lot of these times are all going to improve. I think Rogue's made the right call of not retiring. Adam has decided to go out again, which, I think is the right call. We're going to go back to focus at the drivers at the bottom, though. LCFC Dave has only found a 0.2 improvement. I think we are looking at our first victim of Q1 here. I saw that Carrot hasn't made an improvement. Old Manzi has made a 0.3 improvement, though. So Diverse Jamie, I think Diverse Jamie has made the wrong call and sitting in here. Diverse Jamie is probably going to go because I don't see how Old Manzi doesn't improve, to be quite honest. Don't get that much sun this far north, no. Well, I don't get that much sun in Sheffield. I'm used to French weather. Which the game is not advertising very well right now. And there we have it. We have some checkered flags dropped, and already Diverse Jamie is out. As Dave goes P3. See, this is what I mean. Old Manzi goes P5. That's gonna... Yeah, Immortal's probably done here. We've got a 0.3 improvement from Carrot. Is that going to be enough? I don't know. Diverse Jamie has made an absolute disastrous strategy call there. I think what the problem is, Jamie, is the track's drying out, which is why everyone's going faster. Carrot does not knock Quick Mick out, and Carrot is out. So Stars has lost it somewhere. Stars is out. Quick Mick is surely going to improve. Yeah, Quick Mick's 0.5 up. Trilly Trifle, I think, is... Ah! He's gone the wrong way and he's invalidated. So I think Quick Mick... Well, not Quick Mick because he's going to improve. I think Immortal is going to just about be okay. I think he might save himself. Is Dark Shadow going to get through by the skin of his teeth once again? Yeah, he is. Dark Shadow, what was that? Alright, so Immortal saves himself. Quick Mick is also safe as well. Immortal has got really lucky there. We've got a lot of people we don't usually see in Q1. I don't think I've seen Mr. Kennedy there before. I don't think I've seen LCFC Dave there before. Well, not there, but you know, not often. Quick Mick goes P2. Let's have a look. So Immortal just about stays P10. Mr. Adam Moore goes P9. He didn't improve on his time, so he did decide to bring it into the pits. He got not quite lucky, but you know, maybe a little bit squeaky bum time. Mr. Kennedy P8, Rogue P7, Old Manzi P6, Daniel P45 P5, LCFC Dave 13 P4, Gravedigger P3, Quick Mick P2, and Mr. Neon P1. So we lose Truly Trifle, Italian Optional, Dark Shadow, Diverse Jamie, Stars Orphan, and Emotive Carrot. And to be honest, it wasn't that close looking at the timings with Immortal and the gap between Immortal and Carrot. So I think a lot of these drivers are also on dry setups though, Jamie. That's the problem. What's going on here? There we go. Ba ba ba. I wonder if that American guy is going to have a go at me for putting the telemetry on again. Who is going to be the first car out on track? We have movement from Ferrari. It is going to be a Ferrari, I think. It's Mr. Kennedy. Out he comes. We have a Haas out in front. Is that Mr. Neon? No, it's not. It's Daniel P45. So Gravedigger, Daniel P45, Old Manzi, Immortal, Dave, Neon, Adam Moore, Quick Mick, Kennedy, and Rogue. So both the Ferraris, both the McLarens, both the Haas. And I think that's it, because we've got an Aston Martin, a Red Bull, a Williams, and an Alpine. Yeah, so only 3 teams get all the drivers into Q3. As we are on board with Daniel P45 right now. That's a lot of standing water in the field behind the track. Looks like the rain might have gotten a little bit heavier in Q3, so we might see the times go back up again. But we'll see how things go. I don't know if maybe there's a driver who's listening who can do like a weather report and let us know if these conditions are going to improve. And let me know in the chat, that would be absolutely fantastic. As we are going to ride on board with Daniel P45 first. We'll try and do what I usually do, where we compare everyone's Q1 times. It would be a lot easier if all the drivers were just like right next to each other, but that's okay. Let's just check who's behind him. Is it Immortal? No, it's not. It's Rogue. So behind Rogue is a Williams. There's a Ferrari that's pulled over for some reason. And then Gravedigger, and then it's Adam. It's not Adam, then it's Mr. Kennedy. Where is he? Where's he gone? Daniel, here we go. Daniel P45 is the first to start the lap in Q3. I've got a quick break to go relieve myself and go chill before the race starts. Well, crack on, Skull Kid. Last time it rained and I was commentating, you got yourself P5. So Daniel P45 does a 25.1. Next, TYG Rogue, what do we got? It's a 25.3, so he's actually behind Daniel P45 right now. LCFC Dave, I think, is going to cross this first. 25.6 for LCFC Dave. Gravedigger, 25.7. 56, 27. Oh god, so he's quite far behind. 56.2 for Daniel P45. What's Rogue got? 56.4. I think Daniel P45 is the fastest car on track so far. 57 dead for Dave. Gravedigger was also looking quite fast. 57.1 for Gravedigger. We'll go back to Daniel as he's about to cross the line. The Ferrari's crossed the line too. We'll just see what Mr. Neon does as he's about to enter Sector 1 now. He's on a 25.2. Daniel P45 puts up a 140.9. That's a decent time for Daniel P45. Next across the line is going to be Rogue. He does a 141.5. And now it's going to be LCFC Dave, followed by Gravedigger and then Mr. Kennedy. It's not a great time from Dave as he puts himself P3. Gravedigger is next. He does a 42.6. Everyone's getting progressively slower. We've got an invalidated Mr. Kennedy, and now Immortal is coming across the line. Immortal somewhat struggling, as is Old Manzi today. Usually when I say that, the pair of them say challenge accepted and improve. So Quick Mick is going to be the next man to cross the line. And it's looking like a much better time than everyone else. There we go, 140.8. That's a good time for Quick Mick. Old Man's about to cross the line too. 56.8 he had as he was entering Sector 3. I think that's a fairly decent time. It's P4 for Old Manzi, so it's not too bad. He'll be relieved to see his teammate all the way down there. 56 dead for Mr. Neon. I think this could be a great... Yeah, it is. It's the fastest time so far as Mr. Neon goes P1 and Mr. Adam Moore gets himself P7 with a 142.2. I wonder if Mr. Kennedy is going to go again. ERS would suggest. ERS would suggest he's going for it again. Everyone has put out a lap so far as all the drivers come in. It wasn't a great lap for Mr. Kennedy as he goes a 142.3. I think Old Manzi invalidated. Not too sure why he's staying out. There's only 4 minutes left. Everyone is bringing it in. Presumably Old Manzi will bring it in too. We'll just have a little bit of a cinematic cam. That rain is looking quite hard. I don't know about you guys, but it looks like it's harder than it was before. We have a McLaren out, and that could be jumping the gun a little bit. Unless Immortal thinks he can get... I don't think Immortal's got time for 2 laps here. I think this is going to be Immortal's last chance. Presumably Old Manzi will be bringing it in this lap. There's a Haas out, and Old Manzi's going again. Old Manzi's staying out. Everyone's coming out. So there's a lot of out laps actually. Might be a good idea for some of those in the pits to come out now. Manzi's found 0.4 for an improvement already. So that would suggest the track is drying out, although it doesn't look like it. Everyone on and out that now, apart from Immortal and Old Manzi. Whereabouts is Immortal on the track? Immortal has only found a 0.2 improvement, so Immortal is really struggling out there today. Neon shouldn't be in this league, he's too quick. He's only 0.1 ahead of Quick Mick and 0.2 ahead of Daniel. He is top of the drivers, but Quick Mick's not exactly out of it either. It's a 140.9 for Old Manzi. And he's not going to have enough time to go again, so that's going to be Old Manzi done. What? Every race and quality. Well, there was a time where he wasn't qualifying at the front. He was always qualifying fairly well, but he's just practiced and improved, I suppose. Daniel P45 has found a 0.1 improvement, so Daniel P45 might get in front of Quick Mick here, albeit maybe not for very long. We'll see how much of an improvement Quick Mick can make. He's only found a slight improvement. And Mr. Neon is on track as well. Everyone is still on track. Manzi, although, is on an in lap. Go back to Daniel. He is the first to be crossing the line. To see if Mr. Neon makes improvement. He's actually gone a little bit slower. Daniel P45 is about to cross the line. It's P1 for Daniel P45. Quick Mick has managed to find a 0.3 of an improvement. There's a Ferrari 2. Who was it? Mr. Kennedy's slower. Mr. Adam Moore's faster. Let's see how much faster Mr. Adam Moore is here. He is 0.7 improvement. And what about Immortal? How much an improvement can he find? It's P1 for Gravedigger. I didn't get the notification for how much of an improvement he's made. Mr. Neon. I didn't tell me how much he's improved either. That's annoying. I just about missed it. We know that Mr. Adam is improving though. We have got TYG Rogue. He is about to cross the line. It's not looking too bad for TYG Rogue. He gets himself into P3. Nice lap for him. We've now got Quick Mick. Where can Quick Mick put himself? He puts himself P1. Mr. Neon, over to you. What can you respond with? Immortal has found a 0.4 of an improvement. Not invalidating there, which I was worried he might do. Mr. Adam Moore is about to cross the line. He only goes P8. Immortal only goes P7. It's down to Mr. Neon, and he is not improving in Sector 2. Does he improve here? I think that's going to stay P5. It is P5 for Mr. Neon. So there we have it. Quick Mick goes P1, and very interestingly for him, he has a bit of a barrage of Gravedigger, Daniel P45 and TYG Rogue between him and Mr. Neon. Mr. Neon qualifying P5 might give Quick Mick enough time just to get away from the rest of the pack. Manzi is P6 as he hopes to keep his World Championship hopes alive. Immortal P7 as he tries to do the same. I mean, we've seen this season when it looked like it was done and dusted, it was going to be Immortal, and then it looked like it was going to be Manzi because Immortal kept crashing, and then it looked like it was going to be Quick Mix, and now it looks like it's going to be Mr. Neon's. Things change so quickly in this league. The two Ferraris go P9 and P10 as well, I forgot to mention, as well as LCFC Dave getting a respectable P8. Skull Kid says dry race, although it is dry for now. But look at the tree line in the distance. It might not stay dry. Obviously, you guys have the weather, so if someone can just give me a weather report for the whole race, is it going to stay dry for the whole race, or is it going to be intermittent? Is it just going to be a dry, overcast day, like it actually is in Sheffield? It's not raining. We're having some Sheffield-esque weather in the south of France, which is strange, isn't it? Because this race is supposed to be in, like, July. I think the only time we've had bad weather in France in July was last summer. What do the blocks on the strategy screen say? Dry race, apparently. Cloudy to partly sunny dry. Lovely. Thank you for that, guys. So we are having a dry race, which means that the only... the only complications that we might find here are safety cars, which inevitably will come, because unfortunately, the very fine drivers of Division 4 quite like taking it from Formula 1 to bumper cars. Let's try and keep things nice and safe for today, chaps. My setup will work as it's a dry setup. That's good. Oh, whoops. Destruction Derby. Yeah. I think you're right. That Austria and Australia was... It gave me an aneurysm. I was so disappointed. Let's see if I have a race start time in the chat for you guys. I do not have a race start time, I don't think. No, I do not have a race start time. So usually we have Kabuki, who says what time the race will start, but we do not have Kabuki. Just crack on. Ah! I will be back in a moment. We are warming up the tyres. So, speaking of tyres, let's see what everyone's using. We have a wide array of tyres. We have Dark Shadow, Stars, and Alves starting on the softs. We've got Mr. Kennedy starting on the hards, as well as Skullkid Penrose and Jeffrey Lama, and everyone else is on mediums, expecting an early safety car, presumably. Well, you pay Sky £60 a month for my fantastic commentary. So, don't worry. Money well spent, I reckon. It will be very interesting to see if Mr. Neon can make a break from the start. I wonder if old Manzy's going to be looking at getting past him. Well, I mean, presumably he will, but I wonder if old Manzy will manage to get past him. I don't think old Manzy's going to be like, nah, do you know what, Mr. Neon? You stay in front, mate. I want a grid walk next time. Yeah, you shall get a grid walk next time. I will interview random celebrities that I find on the grid. The cars are forming up on the grid now. They've actually managed to go quite quickly, and we don't have any stragglers at the back, as Jeffrey Lama is about to get himself in position for what might be his first race. I haven't seen it before. Maybe it's not. Don't hate me if it is. Every single car on the grid, apart from one of the Alfa Romeos. Oh, what's happened there? Penrose went from 17th to first, back to 17th again. And here we go! Jumped the gun a little bit. There we go. And it's a good start from Quick Mick. And it looks like Gravedigger might have... It's a great start from Mr. Neon, who's already got past Rogue. And he might be able to get past Daniel P45 going up into Turn 1. And he might be able to get past everybody else going into Turn 1. No, he's not. He is firmly behind his teammate. It's a good getaway from Quick Mick. Mr. Neon only gets up one place. Old Manzi stays where he is. Oh, we've got... Daniel P45 is dropping down in positions at the moment. He's already dropped 2 places. Old Manzi's going to be looking at trying to get past him now. We've got Diverse Jamie, who's trying to keep out of chaos in the mid-pack. He's gotten past one of the Ferraris already. Immortal's had an absolutely blistering start. He's up into P7. And Mr. Neon is losing ground a little bit on Gravedigger, and we've got LCFC Dave who's looking at the back of Immortal. Is okay, thank you for the strategies now. Game. It's very hard to find a barrier here. It is very hard to find a barrier, but I'm sure our drivers will manage it. Daniel P45 is all over the back of... And TYG Rogue is making a move up the inside of Mr. Neon, but that's going to allow Daniel P45. That was great teamwork from the Hasses if that was meant to happen. Daniel P45 can maybe be used as a buffer now to keep some of the drivers behind him. Notably, Immortal's teammate, TYG Rogue, as TYG Rogue looks to get up the inside of Daniel P45. And, oh, I thought Rogue was going to be going for the cutback around, but Quick Mick sets the fastest lap. LCFC Dave is close to Immortal. I wonder, it's going to be Immortal sort of drove onto his path. That could be a warning there for Dave. Diverse Jamie's managed to get up another place, up into P10. Emotive Carrot. Oh, what's happened? What's happened? We've got gone wrong. It's Mr. Kennedy. Presumably knocked off the track. We've got Stars as well at the back. So what happened to Stars. Mr. Neon's losing a lot of time to Gravedigger, and Daniel P45 is losing a lot of time to Mr. Neon. TYG Rogue. Let's get this back on. There we go, so we can see how much DRS everyone's using. That's a good move from Rogue. LCFC Dave's past Immortal, and Immortal is struggling once again. Mr. Adam Moore. Oh, wow, that's a great move from Diverse Jamie, and through comes Diverse Jamie as he gets a double overtake. That was brilliant from him. He's going to have to watch out for Immortal coming back on him, no, though, so he's going to be okay. Daniel P45 is all over the back of TYG Rogue. Rogue is... Well, this fight is letting Mr. Neon get out of a little bit of a loss of control from Daniel P45, but he's keeping things stable for now. Immortal and Mr. Adam Moore fighting for P9. Jamie's trying to chase down his teammate. Oh, Immortal. Thought he was going to have a little bit of a crash there with Diverse Jamie. Quick pick again. Fastest lap, Mr. Neon goes faster. He's managed to shave off half a second now that he's no longer under pressure from Rogue and his teammate. Alves getting past Jeffrey Lama. You'd expect him to on the soft tyre. We've got Trully Trifle. Oh, Trully Trifle's been knocked off by Skull Kid. Skull Kid hitting the Italian, and that's going to put Trully Trifle to the back. So whoever predicted him to get a podium earlier, sorry, not quite there. I thought I heard Carrot coming up the inside there. We've got Dark Shadow trying to get past Penrose. Dark Shadow's trying to go the long way around. There's also going to leave Alves a potential chance. And I think Dark Shadow might be able to make it stick. Oh no. Oh goodness. Dark Shadow's just into the pits. I don't know if he can do. I don't think so. Daniel P45 is all over the back of TYG Rogue. Rogue can't quite shake him. Diverse Jamie is slowly coming back onto LCFC Dave. I wonder if he's having to defend. Although LCFC Dave's getting very close to Old Manzy. I wonder if he's having to defend from Immortal. Adam trying to get past Immortal again. He's got much better traction than Immortal as he goes for the overtake on the outside. Immortal looks like he's carrying more speed here. Penrose trying to get a move done on Alves, although probably best to just let your teammate go on the soft tyres. Alves has used up all of his overtake already. Immortal trying to get close to Diverse Jamie, can't quite get there again. We've also got Daniel P45 who's quite close to TYG Rogue. This is not where Immortal wants to be. Stuck behind Diverse Jamie's Williams. Quick Mick has actually lost the lead to Gravedigger. I didn't notice that. And he's not really that close behind him either. This is a great lap from... great stuff from Gravedigger. I think we are going to see Diverse Jamie overtaken here. Yes, we are. Immortal finally gets past him. Does Immortal get ERS? No, he doesn't. Is Jamie close enough to make something happen here? He's using his overtake button because he doesn't want to lose too much to Immortal, and he doesn't want Immortal to catch up to Dave either. Mr. Neon is now only 1.3 behind Gravedigger, and Gravedigger and Mick are quite close to each other as well, but Mick's again used up a lot of his ERS to get into the lead. Skull Kid's picked up a 3-second time penalty down in P19. So he has pitted, as has Dark Shadow. Trilly Trifle trying to get past Jeffrey Lama. Going for a move there, that's a nice move from Trilly Trifle. We'll be doing MT the Mighty proud with that one. Dark Shadow picks up another 3-second time penalty, as is tradition. Rogue can't quite catch up to Mr. Neon. Although he is only... oh, Mr. Neon is now within DRS range of Gravedigger and Quick Mick. I imagine Quick Mick was hoping it would take longer than 6 laps for Mr. Neon to catch up. I think a lot of this fighting is what's contributed to Mr. Neon catching up. And Dark Shadow has DNF'd. He's retired in the pits. Okay, that's fine. Daniel P45 gets past Rogue. Looks like it might have been a good overtake. I am terribly sorry for missing that one. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Rogue and Daniel. Oh man, he's got front row seats for it. Diverse Jimmy's dropped down into P10 now. Lost place 2 Immortal. It's back. P14. Mr. Neon has gotten very close now to Gravedigger and Quick Mick. Is he going to go for a move here? No, I think he's going to wait for the long straight, and he might be able to get a double overtake done. Or at least get past Quick Mick. We shall see what happens. Estrada Moore is all over the back of Diverse Jamie, as Diverse Jamie has only just gotten past him. Old Manzi and TYG Rogue are close as well, as Daniel P45 is doing a great job of holding up the rest of the pack for his teammate. Estrada Moore losing a little bit of traction there, but it looks like Jamie struggling too. Jamie's not going to have DRS, so he's not going to be able to defend. We'll go back up to the front row, because it looks like this is where more interesting things are happening, as Old Manzi's also trying to get close to Rogue. We'll go back here, but Mr. Neon lost a little bit of time coming out of that. Quick Mick, is he going to be able to get past Gravedigger going up into the turn? He's not. Gravedigger goes defensive, which means he's going to lose a tiny bit of time. They avoid contact. Rogue trying to get past Daniel. Can't quite get it done. Rogue's also holding up Old Manzi. Quick Mick is... Ooh, I thought he might have gone for that, but he keeps his cool. Skull Kid's got another 3-second time penalty. He's getting quite a few. He's on 12 seconds already. He's the only person who's got any. Trudy Trough has got himself up into P13 now. We've also got Old Manzi and Daniel P45 fighting. As TYG Rogue looks to break free of Daniel P45. And it looks like Old Manzi might be able to as well. Oh, a little bit of a knock there from Old Manzi as he kind of forced Daniel off the track. Now Daniel P45 is going to be able to come back here against Old Manzi. Old Manzi is going to pick up DRS though from TYG Rogue. Diverse Jamie losing out a little bit, and he's also underfueled slightly. Is Old Manzi going to need to make something happen on TYG Rogue, as he really needs to get to the top 4 to keep his championship hopes alive, as does Immortal. Immortal's stuck behind Daniel P45 at the moment. Skull Kid's got another 3-second time penalty, so 15 seconds. Skull Kid really struggling out here today. Stars Orphan down in P16 on those soft tyres. I think the soft runners have not had the best time of it, with one of them retiring, and Stars and Alves in P16 and P17. Skull Kid's got a 10-second time penalty now. No corner cutting. Skull Kid's essentially given up. Is Gravedigger going to get past Quick Mick? Mick's blasted all of his ARS. He doesn't decide to go to the outside. It does sort of look like Mr. Neon isn't quite as fast as the other two. Of course, it's so difficult with the amount of straights, and it does have the most amount of ERS. Quick Mick positions the car quite nicely, although Gravedigger's going to have a much better exit here. May have to use his ERS if he wants to make the move happen now, but there's not really much point using your ERS to get past Quick Mick now. May as well just sit behind him like he's doing. Old Manzi and Rogue quite close together. We've also got Immortal, who's gonna get past Daniel, I think. They've both got low ERS, and there we have it. It looks like Immortal is going to make that move stick. Is Daniel going to come back? No, he is not, so he's going to be that done. And Skull Kid has now retired and brought out a safety car, I think. Not too sure where Skull Kid lost it. He has brought out a safety car there. He's lost it there. I don't know if that was deliberate. And are we going to see any drivers in the pits? Yes, we are. So Rogue manages to pit. Old Manzi is in the pits. LCFC David stayed out, interestingly. I think every single person on the medium tyre is going to pit now. And that'll be interesting to what happens with Mick, Gravedigger and Neon. Presumably Mick, Gravedigger and Neon are all going to dive into the pits. I wonder what Dave's going to do. Rogue's managed to catch everyone up though, so this could be... Oh, Manzi's gone for mediums again. This could be... the crash was... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Turn 5? On the entrance to Sector 2. It's there. I'm not too sure how he crashed. I think we could be looking at a strong situation here for a lot of the drivers. I think the original front three might end up... Dave's staying out. Interesting. Dave's staying out. I think the original front three could end up being quite far behind here. Penrose is coming in again for some reason. Mr. Kennedy staying out. Trilly Trifle staying out. Quick Mick is about to rejoin the track. Probably going to come out behind Alves. Yeah, he is. So from P1 to P13, Mick, Gravedigger and Neon have been sort of punished there. From Skull Kid losing it. You'd say that would need to be investigated, really, but it's not his teammate, he's helped out. Ah, right, okay, he's getting rid of the 5 seconds. Makes sense. Mistake. I'm surprised Dave stayed out. I think he's going to get eaten alive on the restart. The big winners then of this safety car being Rogue, Old Manzi, Daniel Immortal, and in terms of the championship, this could be, I mean, we might get another safety car anyway. So apparently Skull Kid's controller died, which is how he crashed. Safety car not in yet, so we're going to be another lap sitting behind the safety car. Still no plans. Oh no, the safety car is coming in. Okay, safety car is coming in. It's just Dave followed it really closely. My mistake. We are back underway. I need to make sure that Dave starts the race safely. And now he speeds up. Has he caught Rogue out? A little bit, but not too much. It looks like Old Man's is going to be the big winner of this, if he can get past Rogue. He's got the better tyres to do this. I think this could be a good call from Albanzi, but he is going to have to pit again. Albanzi relying on another safety car. Rogue's tyres are taking a little bit longer to warm up. We'll be keeping a little bit of an eye on Mr. Kennedy as well. It looks like LCFC Dave is doing a good job at the moment of keeping Rogue behind him. We're going to see how Rogue gets on here. You could imagine Rogue and Albanzi, definitely at least Rogue, is going to get past LCFC Dave here. Dave not using the RS to defend. He has decided his race is not with TYG Rogue, and it looks like Almanzi might be able to make it a double overtake here. He got off the accelerator a little bit. He didn't have the confidence, and Dave keeps Daniel P45 behind. Daniel P45's got a 3-second time penalty now, and Immortal needs to get past Daniel and Dave as soon as he can to keep his World Championship hopes alive. Quick Mick has gotten past Stars already, and Gravedigger is miles behind. I wonder what happened with Gravedigger being so far behind. Immortal is now, and Dave is just tumbling down the positions here. Dave's down in P. Oh, he's a little crash with Adam. Quick Mick down in P11 still. Surely Dave's got to bring it in at some point. He's going to wait for the soft tyres, but doesn't seem like the wisest decision from LCFC Dave. Jeffrey Lam has picked up a 5-second penalty, and we have a Jeffrey Lam in the pits. So Quick Mick sets the fastest lap so far. Carrot sort of forcing their way past Diverse Jamie. Diverse Joe, what happened there? Quick Mick, I think. Oh, was that a reset? He's just reset to track. You're not allowed to do that, are you? You are surely not allowed to do that. Oh, naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Because he looked like he was going straight into the barrier then. Naughty, naughty boy. Right, anyway. Gravedigger doing absolutely everything he can to try and get past Stars Orphan to give himself a chance of winning the race. I can't believe Quick Mick's done that. That's. I think it was. It looked to me like it could have been Stars, or maybe Trilly Trifle. Either Stars or Trilly Trifle, I think. I don't think it was Dave. I'd say either Stars or Trilly Trifle. But it looked to me like he drove into the back of Diverse Jamie and then went spinning out from the camera angle that I had. It was Kennedy, was it? Okay. Well, why is Kennedy all the way down there? So, it must have been Kennedy. Yeah, I'm not too sure who it was. I was just spectating Diverse Jamie, and he went flying off. Gravedigger and Mr. Neon having a bit of a fight with each other. Oh, it looked like there was a little bit of a tap in the back there. Trilly Trifle getting past Day. Oh, and Diverse Jamie's gone for a nice little move on his teammate there. He sort of caught him unawares. To be honest, I don't know why Dave is defending so hard against his teammate with those tyres. Gravedigger trying to get past Stars. Dave is just getting eaten alive here. He's now behind the people who pitted, and it's only been a couple of laps. Gravedigger didn't put out of that one, but Mr. Neon gets past Gravedigger too. LCFC Dave now down in P12. But Pemrose licking his lips. TYG Rogue and Daniel P45, the leading. Not too sure how that happened. It was Almanzi and Rogue. Daniel's just come out of nowhere. Immortal's managed to get himself up to P4 though, and he's got a little bit of a cushion from Adam. Carrot up in P6, Trilly Trifle in P7. Jamie P8, Stars P9, Gravedigger all over the back of Stars in P10. He'll be hoping he can get past Stars, and then Stars can hold up Mr. Neon for a little bit. Immortal's picked up a 3-second time penalty. Is Gravedigger going to get past Stars here? It looks like he might do. He's got the inside line. Oh wow, and Mr. Neon gets past Stars too. But that wouldn't have gone as Gravedigger had planned. It's Gravedigger P9, Mr. Neon P10. They're slowly getting up the positions. Mr. Neon has now gotten past Gravedigger, and he's gotten past Diverse Jamie. Wow. That came out of nowhere. Diverse Jamie somewhat caught unaware, and now Mr. Neon has a chance to increase the gap slightly on Gravedigger. Carrot and Adam not too close. Is Gravedigger going to get past Jamie here? And he does get past Jamie. Jamie even had DRS. Jamie thought about it, but couldn't go for it. And importantly, Gravedigger, can Gravedigger get, or can Mr. Neon increase the gap slightly? Immortal's up into P3, Old Manzi P4, Rogue P2 and Daniel P1. Daniel's doing a great job for his teammate of holding everybody up. Quick Mick picks up a 3-second time penalty down in P13, trying to get past Stars. He's not too far behind drivers that he's actually racing. Quick Mick gets past Stars fairly comfortably. He's not that far behind Gravedigger and Mr. Neon, to be fair. Now Mr. Neon is trying to get past Truly Trifle, and Gravedigger is 1.5 seconds behind. Very important, this. Will he stay stuck behind Truly Trifle in the whole of Sector 3? Because this could be what Gravedigger needs to get that gap closed down. Mr. Neon will know he needs to get past Truly Trifle as soon as he can, but Truly Trifle's being very defensive. Rogue just can't seem to get past Daniel though. I'm not too sure what's happening. Mr. Neon will presumably get past Truly here. Penrose past Jamie. Jamie's dropping off a little bit, and Truly Trifle manages to keep Mr. Neon behind again. And the Mercedes driver almost seems like he's trying to do Gravedigger a favour here. It's now 1.3 the distance, and now surely Gravedigger, sorry, Mr. Neon gets past here. I don't think Tribute Trifle is going to go too defensive here. And Mr. Neon makes the overtake stick. Gravedigger 1.6 behind. 1.3 behind now. 1.2, it's getting closer. Daniel P45 has lost a place to both of the McLarens, and I wonder if it's worth swapping the drivers around, if they can, and Rogue just tries to defend against Oldmansey. And Oldmansey really hasn't been able to make the most of this medium tyre. He'll be hoping for another DNF from somebody. These mediums are going to slowly, and Mr. LCFC Dave picking up a warning, these mediums are going to slowly become worse than the hard tyre now. Oldmansey was not able to make the most of them. We have Jeffrey Lama, who was going slowly for some reason. Truly Trifle might have been coming back against Mr. Neon there, but Gravedigger can at least see Mr. Neon. It's not that bad. We can see everyone really, but how are we going to see this happen now then? Is Immortal going to get past Rogue? If I was them, I would enact the team orders, and now Rogue goes defensive. And Mr. Adam Moore was trying to get past Oldmansey and nearly caused an accident. I was lucky. Immortal is now in P1. I don't think Rogue's going to be looking to overtake him here. Well, he might do. He is not looking to overtake them. So now it is defence time for TYG Rogue. Surely. Well, Immortal is struggling to get away. Carrot's managed to catch up to this fight now, and the longer this fight bulges up, oh, and yet Oldmansey is bringing it in. That's another position. Oldmansey's gone to the soft tyre though. Presumably that was always the plan, but it's now going to be somewhat reliant on another safety car. Maybe to clear everything up. He's behind Diverse Jamie. He's probably going to, yeah, he's going to come up behind Alves. Motive Carrot. Ooh, it's Mr. Adam Moore picking up a 3-second time penalty. Let's just have a look at the penalties for everybody. A lot of 3 seconds. Basically, everyone has 3 seconds, apart from Dave, who has 6, and Jeffrey Lama, who has 5. So that shouldn't be too difficult to remember. Everyone's on the sort of same, and TYG Rogue has gotten past him. TYG Rogue, or Immortal rather, not able to get away. It does look like they are not intending to make the most of Mr. Neon and Quick Mick dropping places. That safety car really affected Quick Mick, Gravedigger and Mr. Neon. And it does look like TYG Rogue is actually the faster. Oh, that could be a warning. It does look like TYG Rogue is actually the faster of the drivers in the McLarens today. And Stars Orphan has passed Penrose. Oh, because Penrose is coming into the pits, and that might be the slowest entrance to the pits I've ever seen. Mr. Neon is going to go around the outside of Carrot and make it stick. So Carrot, or Mr. Neon, makes much lighter work of one Mercedes than he did the other. Truly Trifle might be looking at his teammates' ERS light and licking his lips. Mr. Adam Moore trying to get close to Daniel P45, but at the moment it is a McLaren 1-2, and that will be absolutely huge for constructors. You'd expect Oldmansey to get the fastest lap. A little bit of contact there between the drivers, and it looks like Daniel P45 might be trying to... Safety car! What happened? Jeffrey Lama. Jeffrey Lama's out. We will have a safety car, so presumably everyone's going to go onto the soft tyre now. Oh, Manzi may as well stay. Everyone's going to be bringing it in here. Don't get penalties, guys. Trilly Trifle stayed out. He's going to get eaten alive like Dave did. Gravedigger coming in, Mick coming in, Stars coming in, Jamie coming in. Old Manzi is going to stay out. Now let's see where Old Manzi comes out here. He's going to get some positions, at least. But I imagine his Delta's stopping him from getting a lot of them. He is going to get up into P3, so it's the old two at the top in Immortal and Old Manzi. Daniel P45 and TYG Rogue got stuck behind his teammate to come into the pits. I wonder if that's why Trilly Trifle stayed out, because of Carrot in the way. Surely it's still worth... Well, there's going to have a couple of laps of safety car, presumably. We will restart again on lap 24. He's going to have 3 laps to go from, what, shall we say, maybe P10 is where he would have come out. So it might be the right call from Trilly Trifle. But you've got to imagine that dead hards against fresh softs. I take it Trilly Trifle is going to stay out. Oh no, he's not. Oh. He's been disqualified. Why has he been disqualified? Why has he been disqualified? That's stupid. Why has he been disqualified? Okay. What happened? I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. I'm not too sure, but the game said disqualified for ignoring yellow flags. Oh, for overtaking the safety car. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, okay, yeah. Stupid game. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. This game is so dumb. This game is so dumb. I mean, it was kind of maybe potentially silly from him to pit. because he would have guaranteed coming out P15. I think there's more chance of him as soon as he made the first decision to stay out. Oh, this game is so dumb, honestly. And do you know what's really annoying is that there's nothing that like we can do about that. Like, there's absolutely nothing we can do about that. I know it's like a really niche thing to ask, but it would be so much better if like RSF1 stewards could like spectate. But, you know, if they did like a steward mode. I know that's like stupid, and it's like when people wanted to be the referee mode on FIFA. Obviously, they're never going to do it. But it would just make things so much better for like people doing competitive league racing, because the game is so dumb. Maybe it could come up on the notification as like, oh, we think a driver is breaking the rules here, what do you think? And yeah, it leaves things open for corruption, but like, come on. Anyway, back to the race. We have 3 laps to go. Immortal. Oh, Daniel P45 has already gotten past Mr. Adam Moore. Here comes TYG Rogue. He's managed to get himself up to P3 already. And Mr. Adam Moore's trying to come back on him, but now Daniel P45 is going to maybe get past there. And he is. And Quick Mix down in P9. Mr. Neon P8. Gravedigger P7. Ooh, I wonder if... I think Mr. Neon might have got stuck behind his teammate too. And here comes Quick Mick round the outside. And Quick Mick is just getting his shoulders out. Getting his elbows out, rather. Diverse Jamie's gotten past Stars as well. That's like Quick Mick and Stars have just the complete opposite of driving style, whereas Quick Mick is like, get out of the way, I'm going to barge into you. Oh, Carrot breaking a little bit too late there. Stars is very much the opposite, and there's just like, oh, I don't want to cause an accident. Immortal is doing a great job of getting away from Old Manzi. Emotive Carrot has got a lot of downforce. Can't quite seem to make it stick. Gravedigger going to be looking at Carrot now. And here comes Quick Mick, who's gone for the move. And he's caused another crash because he drives like he's the only driver on track. To quote Fernando Alonso, this guy only knows how to drive from first. Mr. Neon and Gravedigger having a little bit of a fight. It looks like Mr. Neon's going to have a better line here. Yes, he does, which is going to leave Mr. Neon open to attack. Sorry, going to leave Gravedigger open to attack from Diverse Jamie, but that's not going to be the case. Immortal sets the fastest lap. I wonder if Quick Mick will have anything to say about that. Nothing so far. It's still Immortals. So if TYG Rogue can get past Old Manzi, we can have a McLaren 1-2 with a McLaren fastest lap, and that will be maximum points. And it looks like Rogue is surely going to be able to make this happen here along the straight. He's used up a lot of his ERS though. Old Manzi isn't going to have DRS just yet. Quick Mick is going to be catching Mr. Adam Moore, so watch out, Adam, if you want to keep all your tyres. Yeah. I know. Patronus, I know. See if Mr. Neon can come back against Quick Mick. Might start calling him Quick Cheater, to be honest, with the track reset. Oh yeah, of course all the ERS has gone in one lap. I mean, I guess it's there to be used, but come on. You got a yellow flag, what's happened? Oh, Rogue. What happened with Rogue? Rogue and Old Manzi have taken each other out. But it will not be maximum points today for McLaren. But it will surely be a win for Immortal. It's going to allow Quick Mick, Mr. Neon and Gravedigger to go up 2 places though. As well as get Penrose and Stars back into the points. Oh, that'll be a great deal of relief for the Red Bull team. With Old Manzi going from second down to where he is now. Daniel, surely this is Immortals to lose now. As long as he doesn't do a Charles Leclerc. Old Manzi has just decided to retire in the pits. TYG Rogue's going to try and keep going. I think that maybe could have been caused by Rogue then if Old Manzi has decided to retire. And here comes Quick Mick again, driving off the track. He's got a 3-second time penalty for that one, and he's lost a place for Carrot, and he might lose a place to Gravedigger here too. And Carrot is going to get past Mr. Neon. And where's Quick Mick going to put himself here? Ooh. Going to stay out of trouble. No, he's not. He's going to potentially take Carrot out. And round the outside goes Gravedigger. And they're going to go 3 wide into this corner. Awful camera angle from the game. Quick Mick has ended up right at the back now. And going to be looking at going up the inside of Carrot. Mr. Neon up into P4. I don't think he's going to get any higher than that. Daniel P45 might be able to catch Mr. Adam Moore though, and Immortal is doing well so far. He just needs to stay safe. TYG Rogue 5.2 behind LCFC Dave, so it doesn't look like he's going to be catching anything up either. Something happened with Jamie too. He's down in P14. Not too sure what happened there. I'm missing a lot of things here. Quick Mick looking to get past Carrot, but they both used up all of their ERS. Carrot will be able to get DRS from Gravedigger, presumably, going on to the straight section. I wonder if Quick Mick is going to do anything silly. This is exactly, though, what Immortal needed. Mr. Neon only picking up 12 points. All penalties. Let's have a look at penalties. Okay, so Mr. Neon is actually going to make... He's probably going to get a podium off of his teammate. And here comes Daniel P45. And maybe if Daniel P45 can keep driving like this and slowing everything down, he can get his teammate up into P2. Motive Carrot's picked up a 3-second time penalty. Quick Mick is surely going to drop a lot here. It's not a bad camera angle, as we got Stars looking to make a position up as well. Oh, goodness. Well, Carrot and Mick are out. Okay. Oh, bye, Mick. And what are we looking at here? This is, I think this is P2 for Mr. Neon. So it's not quite as nice as Immortal would have wanted, but at least he's won. It's P1 for Immortal. And Mr. Neon about to cross the line. It is P2. Gravedigger, I don't think is going to get any higher than that. Mr. Kennedy crossing the line. We got Stars. Stars gets himself up to P6. Kennedy and Penrose move down again. TYG Rogue's not going to get any higher. Jamie is going to get P11. Oh, goodness. Yeah, well... Alright. Demonic Angel. I get that he's your brother and whatnot, but when he's going for silly moves and just smashing into people, I'm not just going to not call that out and be like, oh, superb driving there from Quick Mick. He's done a great job of forcing somebody off the track. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, okay, I get he's your brother, but him being your brother doesn't mean that he doesn't drive in an unfair manner. And also the reset to track, I think, is a bit off. But anyway, there we have it. It is an Immortal win. Mr. Neon gets P2, Daniel P45 gets P3, Mr. Adam Moore P4, Gravedigger P5. So the big winners of the day are Immortal and Mr. Neon in terms of the Constructors' Championship. Quick Mick getting taken out potentially by Carrot, or him doing something which led him and Carrot to get taken out. But looking at the angle of everything, it does look like he got taken out by Carrot. And also Old Manzi finishing down in P15. And congratulations then on the podiums of Immortal and Daniel P45. Right. Let's get the podium people in the party. Can't invite Mr. Neil, unfortunately. Will be an interesting report, that's for sure. So we just have Immortal for now. Are we going to be joined by Daniel P45? We're given a little bit of time. Do you have the box to tick, Immortal?
I have ticked the box, yes. And Daniel P45 normally runs off because I think he's got to get up early.
Here he is! He is not running off today. Hello, Daniel.
Hello.
Can you see the box?
I can.
Have you ticked the box?
I have.
Fantastic. Right, so we'll begin with you then, seeing as you were P3. We'll start off with qualifying then, because I thought you had a really good qualifying.
Yeah,
which I was a little bit surprised to see. Yeah, and it made me think maybe you had a wet setup on. Did you have a wet setup or a dry one?
Dry.
Okay. You were just
dry.
inspired today in France.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't really like the track either. It's a bit weird, but I'll take it.
You had me fooled. What were you thinking in when you qualified? I think it was P2 or P3, was it not?
No, it's 5.
P5? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Was it? Was it? No.
I thought you were P3 and your
was it?
teammate was P5 because I was almost certain you qualified in front of your teammate.
Yes, you're right. You are.
Yeah. So what were you thinking when you qualified P3? Would you think, oh wow, there's a win on here for me? Or
To be honest, I thought, okay, first thing I'm going to do is let my teammate through, because he's obviously going to be faster than me. So tried to get through the first 2 corners as cleanly as possible, and then just pulled over to let him through. Obviously, I think one of the McLarens snuck through as well. Someone snuck through, and I just thought I'd just settle down now and try to keep with everybody. I knew penalties would be a factor, so yeah, it was just try and keep up with everyone, and surprisingly I had a bit more pace than I thought, so
yeah, you certainly put up a good race. You were you one of the no, you weren't. Got a little bit lucky with the safety car. Well, not lucky, but
literally just
the front
right
3
time.
got stuck at the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you then think maybe with the top 3 out, this is on for me?
I did wonder. It was one of those things of, I think I've got the pace for a top 3 finish. I think I'd picked up a penalty at that point, which did make me think. Most people around me hadn't. I wasn't sure of the warning situation or anything like that, but I did see. I think Rogue picked one up quite quick. I think Immortal picked one up later on. So yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, towards the end, everyone had one, and what are you thinking about P3? You well, presumably you're happy with that, but got any more thoughts on the race or anything else you'd like to add?
No, just it was actually. I think it was pretty good. A little bit of tyre rubbing here and there, but I think on the whole there was a lot of good overtakes, a lot of respect, and just generally nice, close, clean racing for me. For the people I was involved with, anyway. I'm not sure about anyone else looking at the chat.
Yeah, there went a little bit. A little bit off
I
the
think
rails.
the last lap was a bit.
Yeah, I was behind Rogue and Old Manzi. I don't know what happened there. It just looked like a unfortunate pinch of a wheel, and they both just got speared off. But
presumably, with Old Manzi retiring in the pits, I would assume it was perhaps Rogue at fault for that one. But I also missed it. I missed the 2 big crashes of that with Quick Mick and.
A motor
Carrot as well, yeah. But it looked like Carrot might have been at fault for that one, because when I went on to Carrot, they were just driving into a straight line and smashing Quick Mick into the side, into the barriers. But what are you thinking about Hungary? 5 races to go.
I quite like Hungary, which means I'll probably do crap.
Fair enough. And what about constructors? You're only you'll be a little. You might actually.
You'll be ahead.
It's going to be really close between McLaren, Haas, and Red Bull. I think Haas are in the lead at the moment. Do you reckon you can keep that going?
I think my teammate can definitely keep that going. Yeah.
Well, if you
I
can
think
chip
Neon
in with
can
a
win it
few
on his
podiums
own.
here and there, like today.
But yeah, all I'm trying to do is just bring as much points back as possible. You know, it's not. Never has been anything about championship or anything like that for me. It's just a bit of fun and yeah, just do the best we can for the team.
Well, certainly went a long way to doing that today. So congratulations again on P3. And
Thank you very
did I
much.
ask you about what you're thinking about Hungary?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a
cool.
crap track. Oh, so I like the track, but I'll be crap at it. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best of luck for Hungary, and we will move on to our race winner, Immortal. I feel like you could have done with Mr. Neon maybe having the same race as Old Man's in Quick Mick for the championship.
Oh,
But it-
that's long gone. Neon's too quick. Like he you even saw today. Like he got screwed by the safety car, and he still finished his second. Like he still came through everyone. So that's a write off.
Well, it might not necessarily be as gone as you think it was. If there hadn't have been penalties, he was P4 on track, and all it takes is, as we saw with Mick and Old Manzi, all it takes is for someone else to ruin their race and you to have a good one, and all of a sudden that
I'm with Daniel.
38-point gap.
For a good race, the championship battle.
Well,
I mean, I
yeah,
do
of
look at it
course, but-
occasionally or whatever, but
Of course,
Yeah.
you'd rather win things fairly, but you know, there's nothing stopping him from binning it. So, well, I don't think you're out of it completely. I'm certainly still considering you for it. I'd say Stars is out of it with 80 points behind. But I think a 40-point deficit with you picking up a win today. I don't think it's entirely over. What were you thinking in qualifying then? Because you sort of struggled a little bit in qualifying.
I run no track
Usual
so compared to
standards.
some. Oh, Daniel does as well. But compared to some, I really struggle in the rain.
I
they-
switched to medium
Pete.
traction now. Don't.
Oh,
It's not as-
Dan,
not as good-
what
no,
are you
no.
doing?
Don't. I don't
Daniel,
wanna-
don't do it.
No.
Oh, giving you all the plaudits. You chuck that at me. No, yeah, I'll always struggle a little bit in the rain. So can't get the traction out of the corners.
And
I
you must
was
have
happy
thought-
with P7.
Yeah.
That was all right.
Is it more? Are you more looking for constructors then instead of drivers?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, with Haas as close as they are, Rogue's gonna have to stop having incidents because it looked like we were gonna have a maximum point. McLaren won
Yeah.
at one point.
Yeah, and then I think at the end, Old Manzi didn't have a penalty, so I think Rogue was gonna like play the team game and kind of hold him up a little, but not
Yeah.
like massive, just so I can get the 3-second gap.
Yeah.
Obviously, he may come third or fourth or whatever, but for the team, it's probably the most points we could get.
Yeah.
But then obviously they had an incident, so that went out of the window.
Yeah.
Hey, on to next week.
And do you have any final thoughts on the win? Anything you want to add?
No, I just got lucky with the safety car.
Well, I don't
Thought-
think about lucky.
Who was it? Mick.
It was.
Who was away? Neon
It was Mick,
and Grave.
Gravedigger, and Neon. Yeah.
Yeah, they were gone. That's the like if you, I guess, start like P7 or whatever, and you're racing people like Rogue, Daniel, people like that. Like
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to carve through too quick or whatever.
And what are your thoughts about Hungary?
I hate the track. It's crap.
You hate it as well. Okay.
Yeah. there's not many good overtaking spots.
Mm.
So I just find it's more of a wreck fest because people go for
Yeah.
stuff that's not on
We saw
because
that
they
again
feel
tonight.
that's their kind of only chance to get past. So
Yeah.
they'll just send it. So
Yeah, I
I
imagine
will be
we'll
happy
seeing
with a
more of
point
that,
next week.
Well, let's hope that it's more than just the 1 point. But if that's everything you've got to add, anything else?
Yeah, that's me.
Right, okay, well, that is
Nice.
the end of this coverage then. Congratulations to Mr. Neon as well on P2, and we shall see you next week for Hungary. Bye bye.